ourselves an interesting little match right now. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do a cool little intro. We'll do it like that, coming right here, starting over here at the bottom left side of the map, representing FXO Gaming in the yellow colors. It is going to be the FXOLowely. Now, his opponent over here at the top right side of the map, representing Mouz, it is going to be the green Protoss MouzMana. Yeah, check that out. So, want to welcome you guys in. If you guys are just tuning in, I'm Cheesehead Logic, streamer and caster for Team Empire, as well as a member of part of FXO Gaming and an official caster for the Collegiate Star League. So if you guys want to check me out, feel free to follow me at Empire TV CHL. Now, as we take a look and see, we're going to have ourselves a Protoss versus Zerg, a PvZ on TPW Loki the second. For me, this is a brand new map. So, you know, with brand new maps, anytime I have to cast, let's take a little bit of a look. Looking at the main base, looks actually really like an interesting map. The double door opening actually very interesting right here already as it is. A base down here, kind of, I'm trying to think, it was a GSL map not too long ago. I can't pinpoint the name right on the button, but I mean, it's kind of one of those bases within the base, so this really allows for a lot of quick expansions, a lot of CC first, I would assume lots of Nexus first play from players. Now, Lowly is lagging a little bit right now at the moment, so kind of a little bit of a problem we had last game. Hopefully this is not too big of an issue. We're just going to kind of hang tight and go back to checking out the map whenever we can. And I mean, looking at it, very interesting layout. Looks very slender, very choky, lots of airspace, so drops by Terran players, even War Prison play by Protoss might be very, very viable. But here we go. Looks like we're back into game. So again, we checked out the natural. Looks very in base, and that's actually funny. It looks like Lily just like relogged back in from what it looks like. Something like this might be a little bit vulnerable to drops, but what this actually does potentially allow for a player to get actually a fairly quick 3-base economy. The natural choke is pretty open, so 1-1-1 pushes or some from a Zerg player might be very harmful to the Protoss, but again, looks like he's going to be going with a Forge Fast Expand opener from actually the inside over here, and most likely take the actual base, the Nexus first over here, as we see a Probiz heading on down there. So that's most likely what's going to happen. Now, as we take a look and see, it looks like Lily's going to be going for a quick, oh, look at this, he's going to be actually going for a quick speed, and going to maybe potentially bum rush the heck out of Mana. He's got already 4 Lings underway, 2 have popped out, and he is heading across the map right now. He's going to maybe make it look like he's going to try to take an expansion, but it is going to be one very late expansion if in fact so he decides to do so. So no pylon get puts down there because of course Lings are there. It would get taken out very, very quickly, wouldn't really delay much of anything. It would be just an economic loss if he decided to do so. Now, what we take a look and see, I'm wondering how much gas is actually Lowly going to mine, because if he just grabs 100, all that means is he's going to grab speed, but if he decides to go for more, it means he's going to follow it up with some baneling pressure, maybe do some sort of a slow Ling push as well. It could be. Now, as we take a look and see, of course, Mana feeling very safe right now. All he has to do is have a nice little wall right here at the front, and he will be just fine. His Nexus is very unreachable unless it's by Nidus network or air units by the Zerg players. So for me, this is a very, very interesting map. Now, Probe is trying to come out across the map, will get caught. Let's take a look at the natural. Once a good chunk of units is probably out on the map for MouzMana, he will take the third as well. It's going to be a very easy expansion for him to take and sit on 3-base. Now, as we move on to the right side to get to the 4th base, you do have to make some pretty big strides. You might get an easy 3-base, but to get there, you're going to have to walk all the way over here, or you're actually going to have to move all the way down here to grab a 4th base. There's also a 5th base potential on the map, and actually some of these minerals are actually underwater. Wow. Very interesting design down here at the bottom right, a little mini island. This is actually one of these maps that kind of reminds me a little bit of like Warcraft 3. You get that kind of that Blizzard Warcraft 3 feel with the islands, the palm trees, the kind of under the water. So really pretty nostalgic type of map. Now here we go. Lowly did decide to go for Banelings. He's getting his speed finished up, so exactly kind of a little bit what predicted. Now speed's going to finish up, and this actually has potential to do a lot of damage. There's actually nothing right now in place, so this cannon's gonna go down, and there's nothing ready for him to defend. Quick GG coming out of Mana, and game number 1 will go to Lowly. on TPW Loki II.